out!
Wow.
Now!
Wow.
Get out of the car!
Really, for a failure to signal. You're doing all of this for
Get over there!
I miss you so much. I miss you so much.
Shantae Needham stands in the same spot in Prairie View, northwest of Houston, where her sister Sandra Bland was stopped and arrested by a Texas DPS trooper in 2015. 3 days later, her lifeless body found hanging inside the Waller County Jail. Her death later ruled a suicide.
Father God, you know what happened on July 10th through the 13th, Father God. I'm asking that you bring it to the light, Father God.
What her family says they want brought to the light is proof of what they've always suspected, that lawmen and lawyers investigating the case did not tell them the truth and concealed evidence.
We also know that they have an extremely, extremely good cover-up system.
Get out of the car!
The Bland family says this new video confirms their suspicions, because until now, the family and public have only ever seen this dash cam video released by DPS after pressure from outraged lawmakers and protesters.
You mind putting out your cigarette, please? Don't mind.
I'm in my car, but I have to put out my cigarette.
Well, you can step on out now.
Trooper Brian Insignia later claimed to DPS investigators he ordered Sandra out of her car because he said that he feared for his safety.
My safety was in jeopardy at more than one time.
Insignia was indicted on perjury for his version of what happened in his arrest report. But what Trooper Insignia never mentions in that audio interview is that he knew Bland was recording him because she told him so.
I have a right to record. This is my property.
The investigative network uncovered the never-before-seen video, and for the first time, it takes you inside her car, where you experience her arrest as if through Bland's own eyes. Here's the entire 39 seconds.
Get out of the car now!
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a ticket for your failure?
Get out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended? You just opened my car door. You just opened my car door. So you threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car!
And then you
I
gonna
will
stun
light
me?
you up. Get out!
Wow.
Now!
Wow.
Get out of the car!
Really, for a failure to signal. You doing all of this for a
Get
failure to
over
signal.
there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yep, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. I have a right to
Put your
record. This
phone
is my
down.
property. This
Put
is
your
my
phone
property.
down.
Sir?
Put your phone down right now.
I took the newly discovered video to Chicago, Bland's hometown, to show it to her sisters for the first time.
I want to show you a video you've never seen before that the state of Texas did not turn over to you or your attorneys. Okay. Are you okay with that?
Mm-hmm. Get out of the car now!
The newly uncovered video of Sandra actually recording her own arrest is another painful reminder of their loss, but not a complete surprise, since they say they've always felt the Texas justice system failed them just like their sister.
Open up the case. Period. That's how I feel right now. Mm-hmm. This is crucial to everything that he said in the report, in his report. This not only shows that he lied, but that he really had no business even stopping her, period. And at the end of the day, he needs to go to jail.
DPS Texas Rangers and the FBI searched Bland's phone during their joint investigation and discovered her video 2 months after the traffic stop and her death. The clip captures the emotional moment when the confrontation escalates. Remember, this is a trooper who says he was in fear for his own safety. Watch side by side along with the DPS dashcam video.
Under arrest, you don't have the right to take
You are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what?
2547 County FM 1098, just
For
north
what?
of 290. Send me another unit. Get out of the car.
Another unit FM 1098.
Get out of the car now.
Why am I being apprehended? You trying to give me a
I
ticket for
said
your
get
failure?
out of the car.
Why am I being apprehended? You
I'm
just
giving
opened
you
my
a
car
lawful
door.
order.
You just
I'm
opened
gonna
my car
drag you
door.
out of here.
So you threatening to drag me out of my own car.
Get out of the car.
And then you
I
gonna
will
stun
light
me?
you up. Get out.
Wow.
Now.
Wow.
Get out of the car.
For a failure to signal. You doing all of this for a
Get
failure
over
to
there.
signal. Right, yeah. Yeah, let's take this to court. Let's do
Go
it.
ahead.
For a failure to signal. Yep, for a failure to signal.
Get off the phone.
On my school.
Get off the phone.
I'm not on the phone. I have a right
Put
to
your
record. This
phone
is my
down.
property. This
Put
is
your
my
phone
property.
down.
Sir?
Put your phone down. Right now. Put your phone down.
Where'd you get that?
Have you ever seen that video?
I've never seen that.
Chicago attorney Cannon Lambert represented the Bland family in its federal civil rights lawsuit.
You've never seen this video.
I've
It was
seen
never
that.
turned over to you.
I've never seen that. It wasn't on anything we had. How is this possible?
What do you think?
Where
when
did you get
see
that?
The Department of Public
That's
Safety.
her cell phone.
Texas DPS, Texas Rangers, the Attorney General's office had this video during their investigation. Did they turn it over to you?
If they had turned it over, I would have seen it, Brian. I've not seen that. That video shows he's not in fear of his safety, and she's not reaching for anything. It's already in her hand, and she's recording him. That's what that video shows. The video that's why I'm in disbelief at what I'm seeing. The video is showing her recording him. He sees exactly what's in her hand. How can you tell me you don't know what's in her hand when you're looking right dead at it? What did she do that put him in jeopardy? What did she do that made him feel like his safety was in jeopardy? Nothing. We can see it. We can see it now.
Neither DPS Director Steve McCraw or Attorney General Ken Paxton, whose office defended DPS in court, responded to our repeated attempts for an interview to ask if they intentionally withheld Bland's video in the civil lawsuit. 9 months after the suit was settled, prosecutors dropped the perjury charge against Insignia in return for him giving up his law enforcement license. Even though the Bland family insists special prosecutors promised them they'd try Insignia's case in front of a jury.
Wait, are you telling me that the special prosecutors had access to this and then they still decided not to prosecute him? Wow.
In fact, prosecutors did have this video. The investigative network has confirmed that. But because grand jury proceedings are secret, we'll probably never know if they showed it to the grand jurors in Waller County. For the Bland family, this new revelation leaves their biggest question: who will be held accountable, still up in the air.
I miss you. I love you. I can't wait to see you, sister.
Sandy still speaks.
Sandy still speaks.
For the Investigative Network, I'm Brian Collister.